In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on February 27, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Utah Jazz versus Atlanta Hawks. In the city of Atlanta, a thrilling interconference matchup is set to unfold between two teams that find themselves teetering on the fringes of their respective playoff scenarios. The Utah Jazz, currently on the road, are set to face off against the Atlanta Hawks on a Tuesday night showdown. The Jazz, having recently demonstrated their prowess with a commanding 128-109 victory over the San Antonio Spurs at home, solidified their standing as a 7-point favorite. On the other side, the Atlanta Hawks hosted the Orlando Magic in their most recent clash, emerging victorious with a 109-92 win while covering the line as a 2-point favorite. In the historical context of regular season encounters, the Jazz boast a 58-52 lead in the series, winning 6 of the last 7 meetings. However, the most recent clash tipped in favor of the Hawks, securing a 115-108 road triumph on February 3, 2023. Recent struggles have plagued the Utah Jazz as they navigated through a challenging stretch, losing 8 of their last 11 games. Nonetheless, a glimmer of hope emerged as they halted a 5-game slide with a resounding 128-109 triumph over the Spurs. Lauri Markkanen took the lead with an impressive performance, contributing 26 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists, supported by Jordan Clarkson's 22 points and 10 assists, as well as John Collins' 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 blocks. The Jazz showcased their dominance by shooting 51% from the field and connecting on 17 of 35 attempts from beyond the arc. Despite the convincing win, the only drawback was Keon George's struggles, shooting just 3 of 13 from the field for 7 points. Meanwhile, the Atlanta Hawks have maintained a decent form, splitting their last 8 games. Their momentum continued with a convincing 109-92 home victory over the Orlando Magic. DeJounte Murray led the charge with 25 points, 9 rebounds, and 11 assists, complemented by Jalen Johnson's 21 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. The team faced a sluggish start, scoring only 19 points in the first quarter, but a formidable third-quarter surge, outscoring the Magic by 38-19, propelled them to victory. Despite their recent successes, both teams face challenges on the injury front. The Utah Jazz are still without Otto Porter Jr., while the Atlanta Hawks miss the services of Trae Young and Onyeka Okongwu, both sidelined due to injuries. Notably, the Hawks' defensive struggles present an opportunity for Utah's potent offense to secure a victory and cover the spread. Without Trae Young, the Hawks' offensive capabilities are likely to diminish, and defensively, they may struggle against Utah's fast-paced and top-tier offensive performance. This season, the Hawks have a subpar 18-39 record against the spread, the worst in the NBA, while Utah stands at 31-26-1. Consequently, the Utah Jazz to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Even in Trae Young's absence, the offensive potential for both teams remains high. The Jazz have a commendable 32-25-1 record in hitting the over this season, ranking second in the NBA, while the Hawks are not far behind at 31-25-1. Additionally, Utah's pace of play at 102.9 contrasts with the Hawks' pace of 104, setting the stage for a high-scoring encounter. Despite the absence of key players, Utah's ability to score prolifically and the Hawks' propensity for a fast-paced game make over the projected total our full game total pick. Examining the season statistics, Utah has witnessed the overhitting in 32 of their 58 games, with 1 push showcasing their offensive prowess. However, they have struggled with turnovers, ranking 30th in the league with an average of 15.9 turnovers per game. On the other hand, Atlanta has gone over the total in 31 of their 57 games, standing 13th in turnovers with 13.3 per contest. Despite their above-average offensive performances, both teams have struggled defensively. Given these factors, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Philadelphia 76ers versus Boston Celtics. In the impending matchup, the Philadelphia 76ers, with a record of 33 wins and 24 losses, are set to go head-to-head against the Boston Celtics, who boast an impressive record of 45 wins and 12 losses in the ongoing NBA season. This game marks the culmination of their 4-game season series, with Boston currently holding a 2-1 lead, having secured a 125-119 victory over the 76ers on December 1st. Following a recent defeat to the Milwaukee Bucks, the 76ers find themselves in 5th place in the Eastern Conference, trailing the New York Knicks by just 1 game. Notably, Philadelphia has a road record of 15 wins and 11 losses this season, and unfortunately, they will be without the services of Joel Embiid for the 12th consecutive game. On the flip side, the Boston Celtics, with the best record in the NBA, clinched their 8th consecutive win in a triumph over the Knicks on Saturday. Their dominance extends to their home court, where they have an impressive 26-3 record for the season. As of late, the Philadelphia 76ers have experienced a downturn in their performance, suffering defeats in 11 of their last 15 games. Their aspirations for a rebound performance are fueled by the desire to overcome a disappointing 119-98 loss to the Milwaukee Bucks. In the Sunday encounter, Tyrese Maxey emerged as the leading scorer for the 76ers with 24 points and 7 assists, complemented by contributions from D'Anthony Melton, who added 16 points off the bench, and Paul Reed, who chipped in with 13 points. Despite these individual efforts, the team collectively struggled, shooting a mere 37% from the field and 16 of 46 from the three-point line. The 76ers faced an early deficit, trailing by 21 points at halftime. And although they displayed resilience in the third quarter to cut into the lead, they faltered in the fourth quarter, managing only 16 points and ultimately succumbing to a lopsided defeat. Contrastingly, the Boston Celtics enter the upcoming contest riding a wave of success, having secured victories in 10 of their last 11 games. Their momentum is exemplified by an 8-game win streak, with the most recent triumph being a convincing 116-102 road win over the New York Knicks. Jaylen Brown spearheaded the Celtics' offensive onslaught with 30 points on 13 of 24 shooting, supported by Kristaps Porzingis, who contributed 22 points on 7 of 11 shooting, and Jason Tatum, who added 19 points and 6 assists. In terms of team performance, the Celtics exhibited efficiency, shooting 56% from the field and 15 of 35 from beyond the arc. Notably, their defensive prowess was instrumental in the victory, particularly in the fourth quarter, where they limited the Knicks to just 18 points. Considering the current circumstances, the Boston Celtics emerge as clear favorites for several reasons, including their superior form, home court advantage, and a healthier roster. The 76ers, hampered by the absence of key players such as Embiid and Covington, have struggled to secure victories. However, despite the challenges, the Celtics have consistently faced sizable point spreads, resulting in a 27-27-3 against the spread record for the season and a 4-5-1 against the spread performance in their last 10 games. This trend suggests that the inflated lines might not be lucrative for bettors. On the other hand, the 76ers, with their remaining talent and a commendable 32-25 against the spread record for the year, have the potential to cover the spread as underdogs, making the Philadelphia 76ers to cover the spread as underdogs as our full-game side pick. The offensive struggles of the Philadelphia 76ers in the absence of Joel Embiid have been evident, with an average of just 110 points per game in their last 11 outings. The team has sorely missed Embiid's scoring prowess and ability to draw fouls. In contrast, the Boston Celtics possess the defensive capability to contain the 76ers and keep them below their recent scoring average. Additionally, the 76ers' pace, ranked 14th in the NBA, has slowed down without Embiid on the floor. Conversely, the Celtics, with their efficient offensive strategy, are capable of putting up points on the board. Despite being 20th in the NBA in pace, the Celtics have maintained a steady, deliberate style of play throughout the season, anticipating a potentially slower-paced game. Given Philadelphia's mid-range pace and Boston's 20th ranking in pace, there's also the challenge for the 76ers offense, which has struggled against Boston throughout the season, averaging 111 points per game and failing to surpass 105 points in their last 4 games. The Celtics' three-point heavy approach may encounter resistance from the 76ers defense, which holds opponents to the 6th lowest three-point percentage in the league. While Boston can score through various means, the task might not be as straightforward as usual. Although the last 2 encounters between these teams exceeded the total points, the forthcoming game is poised to be different, with an expectation of scoring below the projected total. Thus, under the projected total stands is our recommended full game total pick. New Orleans Pelicans versus New York Knicks. In an intriguing interconference showdown on the basketball court, two teams firmly positioned in the playoff race are set to clash in the bustling metropolis of New York. The New Orleans Pelicans, currently on the road, embark on a journey to face the New York Knicks on a Tuesday night matchup. The Pelicans' most recent contest unfolded at home against Chicago on Sunday night, where they suffered a setback, succumbing to a 114-106 loss as a 5-point favorite. Conversely, the Knicks played on their home turf on Monday night against the Pistons, seeking to regain their momentum after a 116-102 defeat to Boston as 6-point underdogs in their previous game. The Pelicans hold a 23-21 historical advantage in regular season matchups against the Knicks, having won the last two encounters, including a 96-87 triumph on October 28, 2023. Having tapered off from their 4-game winning streak, the New Orleans Pelicans are now eager to avoid a third consecutive defeat following a 114-106 loss to the Bulls on Sunday. Brandon Ingram led the Pelicans with 22 points and 6 assists, complemented by Zion Williamson's 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 11 assists. Despite a commendable second-quarter surge, where they scored 39 points and took the lead into halftime, the Pelicans saw their efforts unravel in the fourth quarter, surrendering 33 points. On the other side, the New York Knicks are showing signs of a turnaround with 2 victories in their last 3 games, securing a narrow 113-111 win over the Pistons the night before. Jalen Brunson spearheaded the Knicks' effort with 35 points and 12 assists, while Josh Hart and Donte DiVincenzo contributed 23 and 21 points, respectively. Despite squandering a 13-point lead, the Knicks clinched the win with a decisive basket from Hart in the closing seconds. The injury report is pivotal for both teams, with the Pelicans monitoring the availability of C.J. McCollum and Zion Williamson, both listed as questionable. Meanwhile, the Knicks continue to miss Og Anunoby and Julius Randle. As the Knicks engage in a second consecutive game within a back-to-back scenario, recent stumbles due to injuries may impact their rotation. Urgency surrounds the Knicks' desire to reintegrate Randle and Anunoby swiftly to maintain their playoff standing. Conversely, the Pelicans face challenges of their own, with Alvarado suspended and uncertainty surrounding McCollum's status. With a commendable 17-12 record on the road this season, the Pelicans may capitalize on the Knicks' demanding schedule, playing their second game in as many nights and their third in the last 4. Statistically, the Pelicans hold an 8-5 record as road favorites this season, while the Knicks are 3-5 as home underdogs. Both teams boast formidable defenses, but the Pelicans gain an edge due to their offensive prowess. With a 3-2 record in their last 5 meetings against the Knicks, including 2 recent victories, the Pelicans appear well-positioned. Despite the Knicks' gradual improvement, their 0 days of rest following an unconvincing win over the Pistons may pose a challenge, making the Pelicans the favorites, particularly if Brandon Ingram delivers a standout performance. Fresh off a back-to-back situation and a nail-biting last-second triumph over the Pistons, the New York Knicks may encounter a letdown factor in this game. Nevertheless, the Pelicans, currently in superior form and enjoying a rest advantage, emerge as the favored team. Thus, the New Orleans Pelicans to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full-game side pick. Examining the team's recent performance against betting totals, the Pelicans have stayed under the number in 31 of their 58 contests this season as of Monday. Notably, they rank 14th in turnovers per game at 13.3, while their pace stands slightly below average at 17th with 98.7 possessions per game. On the other hand, the Knicks, heading into this game, have stayed under the total in 34 of their first 57 games this season. They hold the 12th spot in turnovers with 13.2 per contest, but their tempo ranks 30th, averaging 96.2 possessions per night. The first meeting between these teams this season witnessed a modest total of 183 points. Delving into recent over-under records, the New York Knicks have a 3-7 record in their last 10 games, while the Pelicans stand at 1-4 in their last 5 road games. Considering the average pace between the two teams, which aligns with a slower-paced game, under the projected total is our full-game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.